So I just got done doing a jog and I actually ran 2 miles for the first time in a while. I used to actually run like over 2 miles every single day, but that was at the gym on the treadmill. Since then, I have not really been consistently hitting that. Right when the pandemic broke out, I took about a month off from exercising. One, just because I was afraid to go to the gym and I didn't really have a routine for an at-home workout. But also, I think, I don't know, I was getting weird symptoms where I felt like I was getting out of breath easier. And I suspected maybe I had COVID at one point, but it was never anything that serious at all. And I'm wondering if maybe it was just like anxiety or something along those lines. You're dealing with the terrain out here and the heat, but today it was actually really, really nice weather, and I think I was able to just keep pushing myself. But it is a beautiful day, and today I'm actually gonna be getting ready to go on a camping trip with the rest of the Adventure Archives crew. We've all been kind of isolating as much as we can just to be safe. We are going to Dolly Sods, and it is gonna be a really, really good time, I imagine. I'm looking forward to some nice, cool weather too. If it's anything like this, it's gonna be amazing. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this camping trip because for me, it's hard to avoid feelings of like impending apocalypse when we're dealing with a pandemic and you're hearing about wildfires and all that stuff. And it's always just nice to get back to nature, to reset, and remember that there is something fundamentally beautiful about the universe, even if you can't really see it all the time. And honestly, I can't think of a better place to do that than Dolly Sods. I just feel like, man, when we first went there for the first episode, that was a completely mind-blowing experience. The landscape there is so quintessentially like fantasy adventure. So I actually started fasting really early today, and then I got overwhelmed by temptation because I have nuts and a Sapporo beer, and I had to give in. Oh, it was worth it. Alright, so I've probably got less than 10 hours to actually get ready for this camping trip. As per usual, I'm just doing some last minute packing. I don't think I'm gonna need that much. It's probably gonna be fairly cool, but I'm gonna try and use my summer bag anyway. I've got some long sleeve stuff if I need to sleep in that, and I'm gonna be using my tarp. We're all gonna be using different shelters just for safety with COVID. I've got a nice little inflatable air mat. It's one of Brian's older ones that he doesn't use anymore. And I'm thinking of actually using my smaller 40-liter backpack. I don't know if that's actually that feasible, but I feel like since I'm not really bringing any super fancy food, it'll be easy to do. I've just got some ramen that I picked up from the store. Although it is kind of like bulky in terms of how it packs, so we'll see. Okay, that's gonna be it for the vlog as far as today goes. Partly because I gotta charge the battery and the microphone, but the rest of the vlog will probably be from after I get back from the trip. So I'll see you then. So we are currently at a rest stop on the way to Dolly Sods so that we can take some drone footage on the way there. There's Thomas. Hello, hello.
You literally look like a character design out of Ghost of Tsushima. Or Last of Us or something. Oh yeah, this is Jin. He lives in the camp over yonder near Montana. Yeah, Andrew's new trail name is Jin.
So I just got back from camping the other night, and I'm trying to use the momentum of actually going to bed early and getting up really early each day during the camping trip to try and turn myself into a sort of a morning person. And this morning I got up at around 8:50 a.m. For me, that's pretty early. and I actually got a bit of a workout in before going to a Kung Fu class. I still have to do my daily jog, so I'm going to do that later. Before that, I was hit with a burst of motivation. I got a few tasks done, and I also cleaned my office up. Actually, some of this I cleaned before I left because I had a weird burst of inspiration to just declutter. So I cleared off the floor. I had a bunch of like old scraps of paper and other things lying around. Today I finally wiped down my desk and got it a little more organized. And I'll just walk you through my workstation. So over here we have the computer desk. And so this is where I do all of my editing. You know, I've got the 2 monitors, so that makes editing a lot easier. I can look at the footage on one screen and edit on the other. And then over here, I have the computer that's more dedicated to music. So it's got Logic Pro on it. It's got this like sound box that is hooked up to microphones and also hooked up to my keyboard, which is over here. And this is where the music is made, at least the music that I write. I've got a binder with some sheet music. I don't really use that, that's just for fun. This is hooked up to the computer and whatever I play on here.